When we first met Zeldre, she admitted that losing weight would be a huge emotional challenge. Despite this, she's making steady progress and achieving some great results.
Today we're going to talk about the emotion of weight loss and all the things we feel when we are about to launch on a new lifestyle. How does it feel to you when you look at women that are so slim, they've never had a problem, their lifestyle has always been great, their weight has always been within the norm and even less? What does it feel to you when they're next to you?
Kind of a lot of jealous that's running up in my brain as soon as I see a magazine with a nice looking woman, and I think, you know, I always wanted to be a model and I'm not even at the plus size model yet, so I'll work towards getting there.
Can you tell us how it feels now that you're not allowed to eat any sugar anymore and animal fat? Have you noticed that there's something lacking?
Yes, the sugar and the animal fat is lacking.
Taste, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. The taste is totally different, but I explore more with the spices and the herbs that I can add to it.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's much nicer sometimes.
Yeah. Of course, that food was so tasty and you miss it. Isn't it hard when you walk past a bakery and all the danishes are lit up and look so good and inviting?
Yes, most definitely so. I've warned my husband and my father-in-law that stays with us not to have any sweets or any cake that I can get those cravings. But walking into shops, seeing these nice things, craving drives me mad sometimes.
Now, weight loss and becoming a fitter person involves huge lifestyle change, and that means change. Change in itself is usually stressful. It is straining. And to do that, it's not easy. Have you found that exercise is helping you?
I look so much forward to going to gym these days. I get rid of all the frustration that I have inside of me, and I actually want to go on for an extra half an hour.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, I feel so much more energized after that.
What I want to remind you of is that even though you might be losing slowly, it is actually good. The faster you lose, the quicker you put it back on if a crisis hits you. So it's a good idea to change slowly, ingrain it, become part of your life, and then it sits well and it stays off. I really like your journey. It's going to be a slow one, but take it one step at a time. And you need to remember in this journey, which is difficult for you, there are lifestyle aspects, the exercise aspect, the food aspect, the habit aspect. It's unique. No other woman will feel what you feel, similar but not the same way. And you need to honor that and keep at it. Keep your goals in your mind and look at the future you, which will be healthier, an active Zeldre, which will feel very different about herself.
Thank you. The past 5 weeks have been fantastic. I have lost 44 centimeters in total on my whole body. Only 3.3 kilograms, but I've been building more muscle. I've lost 2 top sizes and 1 pant size, and I feel so much more energetic and just want to do stuff, and I feel much healthier.
It was cool when he started at 14, but at 31, Riaan is over it. With Lisa putting him through his paces at the gym, his lungs are taking a beating, and he's finally ready to quit smoking.
Well, Charles, the challenge has been going very well so far. I've lost more than 10 kilos already. I've lost quite a few centimeters around my waist and my upper thighs, and I feel a lot more healthier than what I did before I started the challenge.
So, smoking for 17 years, and how many do you smoke a day normally?
I normally smoke a packet a day, and I've tried many times before to quit, but I've now managed to reduce it to a packet over 3 days.
Cutting down is good in terms of the volume of poison that you're putting into your body. But Riaan, you'll see that cutting down actually makes it harder to stop. All smokers know it's bad for them. They're smokers, they're not idiots. The question is, why don't they stop? And the answer is fear. They are scared that they cannot be happy without them, enjoy social occasions without them. And the worst fear of all, that the craving will never go away and they'll continually crave cigarettes for the rest of their lives. And when you understand why you smoke, that's when the fear of stopping goes.
Is it true that when you start smoking, you start developing lung and heart diseases?
Yes, there are people that stop smoking and find they develop diseases, but we think that's because they would have done it anyway. If you speak to any of the medical professionals, they will confirm the best thing to do is to stop. It's not a good enough reason to continue smoking. And the best way to stop is to stop cold turkey and not wean yourself off the highly addictive drug. Do you enjoy smoking?
Not anymore.
Well, that means you've been thinking about it for a bit, because you find the more you think about smoking, the more you can't understand why you smoke. And when you see what a simple and even little trap smoking is, that's when the fear of stopping goes. Another big myth is that the physical withdrawal from nicotine can be very difficult. But all you have to do is look. Smokers go every evening for 8 hours without a cigarette. It doesn't bother them in the slightest. The nicotine withdrawal doesn't wake them up. If you understand nicotine withdrawal symptoms correctly, they can be easy and even enjoyable to deal with.
Since I started the Flora Healthy Heart Makeover Challenge, I've went from 0 exercise to 6 days a week, putting in 1 hour sessions every single day. I've been eating a lot more healthier than what I used to. No more takeaways. I've cut down my coffee intake from 20 cups a day down to 1 cup a day. No more fizzy drinks, no more colas or anything. And I also feel a lot healthier. Somebody once told me that every cigarette you smoke, you lose 11 minutes of your life. So after 17 years of smoking, I've calculated I've lost just under 4 years of my life, which I could have spent with my kids or with my family.
Hello, doctor.